I ought to shut it off, huh? Maybe I'll sleep on it.
Hi, welcome to Jabbing with Mimi. And this is where this channel talks about the 12 laws of mind and how they affect your life. And where that information comes from, which is the Bible. And how the Bible tells us the states of consciousness that we will go through and the things that will happen in our lives, as we go into these stages and of consciousness. And we evolve as our consciousness rises. So today's poll winner for the videos was the power of prayer. Before I ever even knew about this stuff, I was really upset, and I was looking for my Bible. And my husband was like, "We don't even have a Bible, I never see you read the Bible. What do you think you're going to do with that? I never see you pray." And I looked at him, I said, "What are you talking about? You pray all the time. I'm praying all the time. Just because you don't hear it and see it doesn't mean I'm not praying all the time." It really hit me, like, excuse me? And, found 3 Bibles. And it was great. And so you're praying all the time. I knew that then, before I even found these laws. You're praying all the time. What people call today meditation is contemplation, and that is prayer. It is the most powerful prayer. In the Bible, it says, "Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and give unto God what is God's." This means play your role. Okay? When it's daylight time and you're now getting up as Rita, I'm the Mimi, I'm the gardener, I'm the vlogger, I'm the podcaster, I'm the writer, I'm the author, I'm all these things. I go to the grocery store, I'm Rita the shopper. It's play your role, all right? But know that when your chain starts getting yanked, okay, it means it's a judgment. And you don't stop in your tracks, okay? You don't. You just don't. Because it tends to escalate it. So you give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Speak passionately what's on your heart. If you don't have that kind of response to give, keep your mouth shut. That's the world of Caesar. You don't respond to those guys. You don't have to talk to those guys. My husband had a friend. He was a dear friend, and he would do that. When safety guys would come on the job and stuff, he'd look at Mike and say, "You don't have to talk to those guys. Just turn your back to them." But it's like that. You don't. You just stare at them. And if they push it, it's, no, I don't have to respond. That is a response. No response is a response. And move on. So prayer is when you're in your head. Prayer is when you are contemplating. So let's say you have an incident with someone and judgments are coming up and you're recognizing that, and I don't respond. I just go into there's only unity, harmony, and love, in my head. And it just, any kind of ugly that was coming up seems to dissipate. And then later I contemplate on it. I think upon it. When I think upon it, I'm contemplating, I'm meditating. This is the most powerful form of prayer there is. The word prayer means contemplate, to think of. Think about it. Stop and think about it. Meditate on it. Doesn't mean, go do this, that, or the other in some kind of... no, it means go think about it. Contemplate. Be the thinker. Go in within to God. He's the thinker. He does the thinking. With you. The two of you work it out. He's just done, oh, yeah. But, they gotta go. It's just that simple. And you're like, but wait, if there's a good guy among them, oh, well, yeah, I guess I can, there could be, right? Yeah. Then we can spare them if there's one good among them, right? This was the story of Abraham talking to the angels when they're going to go get Sodom and Gomorrah. But the angels already knew there was only one good man in that city, and that was Abraham's brother. And Abraham was fighting for his brother. They knew that. So that's that story. And you see it getting played out all over the place.
But on the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things could never get worse for him. They could only get better.
Love conquers all. Okay? And when you are contemplating love, then you can only have lovely things in your life. What do you fill your mind up with? This is the best fruits. What are best fruits? How beautiful life is. How gorgeous it is. How I get to get up another day. I get to breathe in lovely air. I get to feel the air and the water. I get to eat. Food is delightful. I get to write. I get to write, and I get to sit in my house and send it out to anyone in the world who wants to see it. It's available to them if they want to see it, and they'll be guided to it, or people will share it, and then it gets shared by this guy and that guy, and before you know it, there's all these people thinking in a manner for themselves. That's the common denominator. You all think for yourself, and you're playing a role. So during the day, whatever comes trippingly off the tongue, let it go. If you feel like giving them hell, give them hell. Okay. Because you're playing a role too. You're recognizing that's your judgment. But he needs your message back too. Okay? So if you're in the middle of that trippingly off the tongue, you just let it flow. It was supposed to be like that. Then you give it to God. What is God? You go forgive him. I forgive him for yanking my chain. You release him, you release yourself. You got that monkey off your back now. And the next time you see him, it's going to be like it never happened. And it'll be great. It will be great. So the power of prayer is really just you thinking about it and starting to notice, what do you contemplate on as you walk through the store, as you walk down the street, as you drive your car, as you do these mundane tasks, because it's powerful. It's you talking to God. That's what the power of prayer is. A lot of people think you got to go to the church and light a candle and sit down, or go to the synagogue and, do all these things. And no, you don't. You're doing it all the time. All the time. And you need to be aware of that, because you're talking to God all the time. And believe it or not, he's talking to you. Are you listening? Do you have ears that can hear? It's every human being talking to you. and they're showing you your judgments and the things you believe. You don't respond to them, okay? You don't. They're not worthy of your attention. God is. He's worthy of your attention. So you give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. You're playing a role during the day. You agree to it. I'm going to play Rita. I'm the teacher. I'm the librarian. I'm the mom. I'm the grandma. I'm the wife. I'm the friend. I'm the aunt. All these things. I'm the researcher and analyst. I'm the computer guru. Whatever. It's different for everybody. I'm the sister. Whatever. But it's reminding yourself that they're people. And if you love yourself, you love them. They're just doing the best they can with what they have and know. They're learning just like we all are. It's not for us to judge each other's experiences, our journeys. It is for us to love each other, knowing we're all on the same journey, just on different paths. One path is the path of good intentions, and one path is the path of love. And if you stop judging, then you're erring on the side of love and you're walking the path less walked, And it's about just getting that, understanding that, what we tell ourselves these words mean. You really need to understand. Prayer is contemplation. It's thinking of. That's what it means. Think about. Look it up. Go ahead, look it up. The ancient Hebrew word is tefillah, and it means, to contemplate, to think of. Okay? And translations kind of mess with our heads because they threw in that to beg. You're not begging. Okay? You don't beg. I don't think so. And that's part of that problem. You can't do it in desperation. You have to be calm. Okay? And most of the time you are when you're doing a mundane task, aren't you? You're just out there weeding. You're just cleaning the toilets. You're just sweeping. If you turn it into a song and a dance with broom while you're sweeping, and you do the same thing with the weeds, I'm going to pluck that thought right out of my head. I'm going to pluck that thought right out of my head. There's it's power because it's just you and God. That's it. Okay? And you're talking to him. And you'll find yourself arguing with yourself, and that's imagination telling you what he's saying. And you're talking back. Yeah, but what about this? And then here's that information. Because you're the limit of contraction. You have to have faith that the infinite will get you whatever you need. Whatever it is. He'll get it for you. Okay? Don't argue with yourself and go into negative because they don't get negative. Okay? They don't get it. And that's when things start getting wonky on you. That's a man-made thing. Okay? This is bad. No. It hurts. But it's not bad. Okay? And you can revise anything during the day. And if it really ain't your chain, you forgive it. And that's all there is to it. And you go live your life. And then when things come up, you have places you can go. There are YouTube channels you like, podcasts that you like, books that you like, that remind you, this is all God, and God is love. And that's that ultimate mental diet. Just go into it. It's an understanding of what the Bible is really telling you. And we call that reading comprehension. okay? And it means different things to different people. So how you comprehend it may be one way, and how I comprehend it will be another way. I share how I comprehend it, you share how you comprehend it, and we think about that. And eventually, we all come to the same conclusions. We're the best. There's just nothing better than living life. And life is good. Life is great. And, the one who thought of it all, dang, he's the best. He's Superman. And he's right inside me. Isn't that great? So I hope this helps. Blessings to you. And thank you. Thank you for being you.
We have to embrace it all. Because really, what's the point of having a life if one does not live it fully?